Hello ladies and gents, my name's Si and welcome to my very first video on YouTube. It's just a quick unboxing slash review of this watch in here. It is a TAG Aquaracer Quartz. Purchased this around 2 months ago. It has been out of the box before. What I've done is I've just put it all back in together just to really show you guys what it's about and what it's like. So let's get into it. First of all, this rather fetching TAG box. It's not the biggest watch box in the world, but it will do. Some of the corners are slightly damaged, which isn't ideal. That's just, unfortunately, this was delivered, so that's how it came. And to be honest, a box is a box at the end of the day. I'm not too fussed. So let's take a quick look inside. See here, a lot of Swiss watches now, they come with this sort of rather nice fetching panel that sort of drops down to allow you to pick up the main box, which the watch is in here. So what we'll do is we'll just set that aside for now and we'll just look at this. This is simply a manual. That's just the receipt for where I actually bought it from. Here you see we have a TAG instruction and guarantee card for, I say this is a Quartz Aquaracer. It's actually one of the cheaper tags you can buy. I think only really the Formula 1 Quartz really come under price in this. So it's sort of a budget tag, if you like, or a budget model. But it is good if you just wanted to get into a Swiss watch and you want something a bit nicer to put on your wrist. So I mean, really, you know, a book is a book. It's instructions and a manual. You know, lots of languages that you can sort of get stuck in, and then just a tag guarantee card, if you like, which is it's just there, you know, to make sure it is real, and you know, you haven't bought it at the market in Dubai or something like that, as I have done with many a watch. Right, so let's get on to the actual timepiece box itself. Again, nice box here. Not the biggest watch box, not the best watch box. I'll be doing some other reviews in the coming days and weeks of watches that I own or that I'll be buying or purchasing. And yeah, like I say, I mean, TAG, they're one of the older Swiss brands. You know, it even says on their logo, you know, 1850. Is that 1850? Yeah, 1860. Sorry. So 1860. So you know, they've been around a long time. They know what they're doing. So right, let's get into it. And here we have the actual timepiece. So you can see the TAG logo in the top there. Now, as I say, this is a Quartz Aquaracer. It has a date function, but it doesn't have chronograph or anything like that. So yeah, as I say, this has been out of the box before. I have had it sized to my wrist. You can see just in there the spare links. But like I say, I've just put it all back together really to show you guys what it's about. So you can see it's a blue sunray dial there. You can see it's sort of catching the sunlight. I am filming next to a set of French windows, so you are going to get some reflection there. Pretty basic deployment clasp, and I'll talk about that in a minute because I'm not actually a huge fan of the clasp on this watch. I think it feels cheap for how much I paid for the watch and the fact that, you know, it's wearing the TAG Heuer brand name. You'd expect the quality to be, I think, a little bit better. So let's actually have a look at the timepiece. You see there, deployment clasp. Yeah, this is very, this piece of steel here on top of the clasp, it's very, I don't know, tinny, or to me it doesn't feel of the high quality that some of the other watches I own do, and I'll talk about them when I do the reviews slash unboxings. I don't think for the money you pay for this watch, I just don't think it's as good as it could be. I appreciate, you know, we're looking at a Quartz TAG, sort of bottom end of the range, but it's still well over £1,000, which I appreciate is a lot of money for a lot of people. So really, when you're paying at this price point, I think you do expect that bit better quality. However, saying that, the face and the actual timepiece itself is very hefty. It's very nicely made, as you can see there, sapphire crystal, of course. It is a screw down crown, so it does have a high amount of water resistance. Just see that there, if I can actually unscrew it, probably not. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it is a screw down crown, and you know, although this is battery powered, so there is no movement as such to get wet, it is still resistant to 300 meters. I do actually like the back of this case. You can see in there, if that'll focus, maybe not. It's got sort of a diver's helmet design on there, which I think is very nice. I say, very simple there on the buckle, and you know, the bezel does rotate. It's got this sort of point on. One thing I will say about this, and I won't be able to show you because I don't have access to a dark enough space at the moment, but the luminescence of the markers is excellent. Especially if you're in a dark place, this really does light up like a candlestick. It's really quite good for that. So I think if you ever did use it for diving, which I say I don't dive, I like divers' watches and I like collecting watches, but I don't actually dive or use them for their intended sport, if you like, then I think it would be an excellent watch. In terms of anything else, I think, you know, it's a nice watch. You can pretty much wear it anywhere. I've wore it out on nights out, I've worn it at work, I've worn it, you know, when just meeting people. They've always commented, I think particularly because of the sunray dial, it does sort of catch the attention and get people's attention. And yeah, it's a nice piece, I say. So guys, feel free to like, comment about this review. I'll have some more watch reviews coming your way very, very soon. I've got loads to get through, loads to talk about. Not just watches, I'll be doing reviews on films, games, you know, anything, the sort of topics of the day, as I like to call it. Even, you know, if it's politics or the news, then hey, let's talk about it, why not? So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope I'll see you soon.